Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Welcome to our YouTube channel Structure Design Experts. Today, our topic is assignments of shell and frame load. What is frame load and what is shell load? So, we will discuss about this and this the subtypes of frame load like point load, distributed load, and temperature and open structure point parameters. So as you know that point load is the load which transmitting the load on one point, and distribution load it is the load which distributed in a long area or total area apply the transmitting the loads. So this is called, but where we have to use the frame load and where we use shell load. What is shell objects and what is frame? So frame load to those basically assignments to the non-shell are sometimes the shell objects like block walls, trusses, steel hangs and panels etc. It also behave sometime in rigid objects like shell loads. You know that when we applying like a wall load block works, we apply frame load as a distributed load because it is the load is transmitting on all the surface of the beam. So therefore we use this load for the block masonry because it's not resisting the moments and joints. So only it behaves like a journal transmitting the load. So therefore we use this frame load, and the frame load is basically mostly using in steel structures buildings, steel designing in steel structure buildings. So temperature, and these are the frame load. Here is for the frame we use in for steel structures, and shell load. Now we will discussing about shell load. This is the same uniform load or uniform load sheet. It means that sometimes the we use a same load like dead load and live load, which the amount of these two loads are the same. So therefore we use a sheet. We preparing a sheet. We have already prepared a video on this topics that how we prepare a uniform sheet. So the link is given in the description if you want to see the uniform load sheet. So here you can watch the complete videos. So to know about this uniform load means that the load which transmitting loads on the surface equally, it is called uniform load. And non-uniform means that the load the weight of the load, the intensity of the load is not the same on each square meter. So therefore it is non-uniform load. So now what is the shell load assignments to these? Basically assignments load assigned to these building members like floors, slab, floors, for example floor screeding, tiles, and the form of dead load and live load or super dead load for the slab. Seismic loads are also considered as a shell loads. It is produce moments as well torsion in the joints. So it is basically it is for rigid property materials. So the materials which have a rigid properties like concrete, etc. We use this shell loads for the shell objects like floor, slab, and etc. So but in frame load we not consider the rigidity. It is for semi rigidity, rigid and non-rigid materials we use a frame loads. So this was the topic about these two loads and the difference. So the temperature and wind pressure for the shell objects, it is not the same. For shell object we use this seismic load, is also shell load we use the shell objects for the wind pressures and wind load. So that was the description and statement for the load differences. I hope that you will understand it. Thank